Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. On the Bitcoin chart, we haven't had much movement today. We didn't have a lot of movement. So the scenarios I explained to you in the previous videos today, they are still very much valid. So we still are very much watching if a wave 2 pullback, this larger pullback has already started. There is some early evidence for it, but not enough for me to confirm it at this stage. As I said in the last video, I'm actually slightly leaning towards another extension. However, that might change if we break below 35,870, which is yesterday's low. Why is that the case? So first of all, you need to understand that we have fulfilled our minimum targets to the upside. The price completed 5 waves to the upside, which is the minimum we wanted to see, and it reached the ideal target that the minimum target. It actually did go a little bit higher than the minimum target. I think it was around 37,600. So Bitcoin reached 38K. That means from the Fibonacci level point of view and the extensions it needed to reach, I'm very happy with the way the wave 5 developed. I'm not so happy with the structure the wave 5 developed to the upside here. Obviously, it's a 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not so happy with how it developed structurally. So that means I'm less confident that it actually topped, because the last rally was only in 3 waves. You can see that in the blue wave count. If we really assume that this 4th wave of wave 1 bottomed on Friday, then this was only a 3-wave rally. Actually, a 4 and a 5 were still outstanding. This move down was quite sharp. It actually looks a bit impulsive. So I'm not very happy to call it a 5-wave move up, which would be needed for the 5th wave. Now, again, sometimes when things happen so fast in crypto and there's so much overheated sentiment, it can be that you sometimes just don't see that last wave. Okay, we know that in crypto. So what I have here is not a final micro count. That is still very much in development, and it will likely change quite a bit until we have a first impulse to the downside that we can trust. Because this wave 2 pullback is due, but before it actually happens, it can still extend a little higher short term to 38K plus basically. So, and that can happen in 2 ways, in the blue count and the yellow count. However, if we get a break below yesterday's low, I will not trust the blue count, which would suggest that we get one more level higher, one more wave higher in the 5th wave. So we'll then take that out. That means there's really only one clear pathway I can see for an extension higher. In wave 5, so that would mean that wave 5 actually never started. So that would then still be possible, but that reduces the 2 likely extensions to the upside to just 1. At the same time, that would increase probabilities for a wave 2 pullback, because if I take out one of the 2 extension scenarios, I mean, you're left with just 2 scenarios instead of 3, and one of them is the wave 2 that starts. Okay, so it just increases probabilities for that one, but I need to see more price action to confirm it. I think it's reasonable to say this might actually be an impulse down with a corrective rally. So if we see a break below this low, we just need to see what the market tells us now, because we've arrived at a key pivot point. So there's quite a bit of uncertainty here, which can be dealt with in numerous ways. You could take some profit, and we need to understand that, and everybody needs to be comfortable with that, looking at the personal portfolio, that as long as we're holding above 27,290, which is the 78.6 retracement level of the last rally that started on the 11th of September, as long as that level is holding, the bull market is strong and robust, okay? And there's no bear around the corner. The bear will come below that level, and then the market will change. The market structure will change. So I think it is reasonable to hold a core position anyway, and it might even be reasonable to cut that core position or get out below 27,290, but you have to decide that for yourself. I won't do that. For me, that's just a key level. So if we see a sustained break below that level, it typically suggests that this rally is failing. We are watching very much here for a pullback now. I will not confirm it started yet. So I'm still leaning towards another extension, because we have 2 possible extension scenarios. So it's more probable. But tactically, risk management wise, we have to very much expect this wave 2 pullback at any time, because we've done what we need to do to the upside. Okay, that's always when we say, okay, look, we can track support as long as certain levels are holding, we can still focus on higher. But that pullback is not due. So we have to expect a potential 20-25% drop. That's normal in crypto, and you shouldn't get bearish then, because that's pretty much what would be expected. And again, a lot of people calling for a crash now on crypto Twitter again, okay, and then they would say they were right, whereas I at the moment would just see this, if there is something like that, I would just see this as a corrective pullback in an overall uptrend, okay, so that pullback is part of the plan. Okay, if it happens now or not, we'll see, the market has to tell us that. Yeah, the analysis doesn't give you or predict every twist and turn for you. That's typically not how it works, but it indicates the risk. Okay, so holding a core position while taking some profits might be reasonable, but I would really only just scale out, and scale into support. Now that's only what I would do, not really general advice for anybody, because or specific advice, because you have to decide what is right for you with your individual portfolio. Okay, that everybody's in a unique situation. If you bought at the all-time high, your situation is way different from someone who, for example, bought when FTX collapsed, which many in our community did. I did that as well. I posted that even on Telegram on that day. It was a deep red day, but it marked the low of the bear market. Okay, fantastic opportunity that was. So it basically bought the low, which is great. And I still hold on to most of that position. Channel members know that, or members. Oh no, now it's frozen. Anyway, I think my internet is not the best today. That's all I wanted to highlight to you. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.